Good morning and welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We're teaching you smart ways to manage your money, and here with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Brunetti partner. Eric, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course, great to be here.
So today we were talking about taxes. People are always concerned about taxes, but in retirement, it's a whole nother ballgame.
You have a lot more options in retirement.
Right.
And no matter what phase of life you're in, you're going to pay a ton of money in taxes, so we should talk about it and see if maybe you can pay less.
Right. So let's start with accounts tax as ordinary income. There are IRAs, 401ks, bonds, and bond funds. Lots to consider.
Yeah, so if you're working, your income from work is taxed as ordinary income, right? There's 7 different tax brackets, which is a lot, and then we have our state income tax, which is also a lot. But you got to spend time looking at it because there's things outside of work that will be taxed as ordinary income as well, particularly once you get close to retirement and you start drawing on some of these retirement accounts like an IRA, like a 401k. So that's what you're going to pay the most taxes on. Okay,
and now there's accounts that are taxed as dividend income. Let's talk about these: stocks and mutual funds.
Yeah, so dividend income can be qualified dividends or not qualified, right? Some dividends are taxed as capital gains, which is less than ordinary income, which is good. Some are taxed as ordinary income. So when you start to look at, well, I want to buy a condo and it's going to cost this much, it's not just do I have enough money, are you being smart about where you're going to take the money from? What's the best way to do that? Maybe even take a loan out for such a thing, because a lot of people end up paying more in taxes than they have to.
And now in this category of accounts, you say that taxation depends on income level.
Yep, more money you make, the more taxes that you pay. You know, and now you get into like Social Security taxation. Some people don't pay any taxes on Social Security. Some pay taxes on almost all of it. Some people get penalized on it. That has to do with what your other income is. Same thing with capital gains. Right, all depends. So capital gains, we're going to get into those. They also depend on income level. These are stock sales and real estate property sales. Yeah, I mean, so that's a big consideration too. Like if you're at, and this is not that common, but it comes up, well, maybe I want to protect my house. I'm getting into retirement age, not me, but maybe I should move my house into my kids' names. Well, you are impacting the taxes on that house in the future, and people will want to do that, protect it from a healthcare expense, but you might be incurring a massive tax in the future that otherwise is avoidable because of a step up in basis, which eliminates taxes. So I know this is a lot. We all complain about taxes, but people need to spend time planning for the taxes as well, because there's stuff that most people can do to keep more of their money. Right, and you know, you're so right. We can't avoid them, so we might as well be knowledgeable about them. And so if our viewers want to learn more, tell us about your offer. Yes, so we have a book, and you can get it at moneywisdomtv.com. It's absolutely free, and it talks about this stuff. Taking charge of your taxes is the focus of it, because everything costs so much money, and taxes are so much, and it is discouraging, and it can be overwhelming for people, and it's an easy thing to procrastinate because it's not a fun conversation, but it's important. And if you can do something about it, then great. So I'd encourage people to read it. Any phase of life, talks about taxes, moneywisdomtv.com, absolutely free. We'll get it to you. All right, great offer as always. Eric Hogarth, Johnson Brunetti, thank you. Thank you. And again, that website is moneywisdomtv.com. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We'll see you right back here next week.